yeah. Love feels hot and all feels cups when mortals drink up all their luck. Wisdom gathered up their dumps in a royal pit, protecting songs. Something rattled the cage I hid. 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 Looney Tunes and number one. Evidence resigned to slum. Something rattled the cage I hid. 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 Whoa, 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 celebrate well, hold toady up against the backdrop of constant dark blood. Something rattled the cage I hid. 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 Something rattled the cage. Something rattled the cage. There's no place like home is where your heart is.
He was a Rasta man, reggae music was his love. He sang about oppression and stood up for human rights. From the words of Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley realized he was a Rasta man inside, and with the music he did provide the teaching of Rastafari, a soundtrack of life. We're singing Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. A dreadlock man with new music from Jamaica. Read about him in the Rolling Stone paper. And reggae music, sweet reggae music. He was a Rasta man inside, and with the music he could provide the teaching of Rastafari in a heartbeat of life. We're singing Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Haile Selassie, I and I. We're singing Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I. Bob Marley, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Haile Selassie, I and I. Why you? Why you? Why you?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kitchen Sessions. My name is Ros Pappalardo, and it's fantastic to be here. And before I explain to you what, in fact, I am actually doing here and these fantastic people that I've got with me, I would like to sincerely acknowledge the traditional owners of this country. I would like to acknowledge the Warrumbar people. I would like to acknowledge that the people who own this land are Aboriginal and always will be and always will go forward in that way. So thank you for being with us. So, the Kitchen Sessions. Let me explain to you what we're doing here, everybody. The Kitchen Sessions is an arts and cultural live stream that I and my two assistants, they're not my assistants, they're my bosses. I and my two bosses, Sam Gibb and Mick Allen over there, have been running for 23 weeks since the beginning of COVID-19. At the beginning of COVID-19 in March, we're musicians, we're technical people, we run venues across far north Queensland. I make music, I make records. We decided to start our own live stream, our own Facebook live stream, and we decided to promote the arts and culture of our community. So for 23 weeks, in a dark little unused theatre in the middle of Cairns, myself, Sam, Mick and Karen, who's not here today, we have been streaming out to the world local Cairns-based and regional-based musicians and visual artists, and we've been telling stories about our region. So, thank you. If you're going to give me a little clap, that's very nice of you. I would also that's so nice. This is a first. Thank you. So I'd like to shout out to the people standing behind me because they're going to get a little bit of a woo in a minute. Let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. So this is the first live audience that we have had at the Kitchen Sessions because we've been closed up in our own little theatre, in our own little not pretend, it's a real kitchen. We built it from scratch. However, when you open the tap, there is no water and there is no tubes or pipes. So we have been presenting to ourselves for 23 weeks. And this is the very first live audience that we have had. So I'd like to, from the bottom of our hearts, thank the Top Pub in Cooktown for having us here. So thank you, Top Pub. For everyone... Thank you. For everyone out there listening and watching, this is one of the most famous locations in all of Cooktown, and it is a beautiful venue. So thank you for letting us take it. We've been here all day tinkering and making sounds and making noise. We've got this thing, I don't even know what you call it, projector thing working, and that's me up there. And as soon as I get back to Cairns, I'm going to do yoga 3 times a day because there's nothing like seeing you on a big screen and make you go, oh my God, it's time to get fit, strong and healthy and skinny. So yoga, that's what we're doing. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing here. This is the Kitchen Session, so thank you so much. And we are live streaming to the world. And every week we get about 3,000 to 3,500 views for our fantastic audience, for our fantastic artists. And tonight we are going to showcase some of the most amazing artists of this region, visual and music. So I'm really fantastically excited that you're here with me. So Cooktown is... one of the it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours north of Cairns. It's 350 kilometres north of Cairns. It's 850 kilometres north of Brisbane. It's the place where, well, you know the story. You know the story when a big ship crashed into the shore. You know the story that there was millennia of history right before that, and that's not my story to tell, but you know it. I don't want to be here to telling you that, but what I want to tell you about tonight are the amazing people who make up this town, the amazing humans who make up this town. So thank you so much for being here. I do want to mention, before we move on to the music and the art and the local people, is that because it's so important in my world, restrictions are lifting. When I say the word restrictions, you may or may not know what that means, but it's been part of my world for 25 weeks. So that means, thankfully, people can now stand and have a beer at a pub. That means, thankfully, people can stand and have a chat in a pub. And very soon, I reckon we can probably dance. But you know what you can do is you can tune into this at home and you can dance. So there you go, everyone. So, hey, why don't we just get straight into our music features? We've got 2 music features tonight. You're going to love them. They are amazing. I would like to firstly introduce the first musical act of the evening. I met this girl about, when did I meet you? What month is this? What year is this? I don't even know is this 22? This is 2020. 2020 can get lost. No, it can't get lost because it started the kitchen sessions. I met Ella Hartwig at the end of 2019, this wonderful young artist who just astounded me. And I was astounded to know when I met her, she was only in year 11. How is that possible? Apart from the fact you are so tall, but you're so talented. Everybody, please put your hands together for the divine, the delightful Ella Hartwig. This young woman here can write a song that'll break your heart in one moment and will light up your life in the other. And I tell you, Ella, she's just putting on this beautiful guitar here that's mixed guitar, mix our audio guy. Everyone give Mick a clap. He's over there. Give him a clap. And then Sam, he's just going to get his beer. No, he's not. He's going to get Ella's picks and capos because goodness gracious, as an artist, you need your picks and capos. But that's fine. Irrelevant. So, Ella, we're going to have a quick chat and then Ella's going to play some songs. So I know a lot of you already know Ella, but the 3,000 people who are listening via the Facebook live stream may not know Ella. So, Ella Hartwig, don't be scared. Only 3,000 people are watching this.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't told me that.
I kept it quiet to the very end, didn't I? Hey, Ella, tell me, what is going on? You are in grade 12. You are so busy. Speak right into the microphone, darling.
Oh, yes.
So tell me about this year for you. I'd like to know about what's going on this year, 2020, for you, because you're one of the busiest young ladies that I know.
Yeah, well, I don't know, 2020, that's a big word at the moment. But yeah, pretty much just this weekend alone, I've got some paintings up in the Elizabeth Art Exhibition gallery thing. What would you call that? Yeah.
She's a painter.
Yeah.
She's a visual artist. She's a musician.
Hey, yeah, I'm a sort of, crazy artist person, I
You
guess.
are a crazy artist. So,
Yeah.
Ella, you are only, I don't even know how old you are when you're in grade 12. I don't know. Was that 17?
I'm 17,
You're
yes.
I don't even know. I'm so old, I don't even know. So, how long have you been songwriting?
Ooh, I think I wrote my first song when I was about 11 years old.
Wow.
And then, picked up the ukulele and I'd sing with my friends on stage and stuff. And then I'd, eventually go to the guitar and then write songs. And then really supportive people in a small town. People like Roz getting me connections in places like Cairns and the Tanks Art Centre. It wouldn't be what it is without all the support and everything.
Well, it wouldn't be what it is without the talent. So you have been playing guitar and singing your songs and writing your songs since you were 11. You're now 17, so you're a little bit of a veteran at it. So, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with this with this crazy desire you have to be a musician? Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, being a musician is a crazy bloody thing to want to do. It's a silly thing. Listen, tell your kids, tell them not to do it. But you know what? They're going to do it anyway. So you might as well listen in. What makes absolutely do it? It's the best thing you'll ever want to do in your life. So what makes you want to kind of move forward and what's going to happen next year?
Yeah, well, ideally this year I was hoping to do some more festivals and because I had my license, travel to Cairns a bit more and do some gigs and all that. But sort of got a bit blown out of the water. But yeah, I've still been able to get really great opportunities like the art gallery and playing at the Tanks and playing here. And yeah, I don't know, hopefully, ideally to write songs, record and, play them for people.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. If you love Ella Hartwig as much as I love Ella Hartwig, you can find Ella on Spotify, you can find Ella on Facebook, you can find Ella on all the platforms. She is there. Ella's going to play 4 songs and we're going to intersperse that with a package to a local person, with a visual to a local person who I met yesterday, who I really, really enjoyed meeting. But Ella, I can't wait to hear you play. And please feel free to talk to the audience and tell us what your song's about and what inspired you to write your songs. Right. Everyone, put your hands together for Ella Hartwig.
Oh, so weird to see real people and people clapping and everything like that. Yeah. So this song, it's called Further Away, and it was the first song I ever recorded. Actually, with the help of Roz, I was part of this big Sky Girls program about 2 years ago. That's where they got 10 regional girls, sort of regional. I was from Cooktown, another chick was from Roma, and the rest was sort of like Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. But, yep, I somehow made it to Brisbane, and then I got to record this song. So, yeah. Just further away.
If I left, would you notice? If you saw me go, would you say stop? I've been thinking for a while now, booked my flight and got my ticket out of here. If I cried, would you see me? See this face full of fear? While the time has been ticking, no one knows that I have slipped away. Am I gone? Am I gone? Am I gone today? Will I leave? Am I leaving today? So fake smile and pray. I already know it'll be alright, even though what we had is lost. All the times you let me down, if you even call them scars, they heal. While the time has been ticking, I don't know that I'll ever get out. Am I gone? Am I gone? Am I gone today? Will I leave? Am I leaving today? Go further away. I cannot be right here. I think I need my own space. The power of your words are making me go further away. I cannot be right here. I think I need my own space. The power of your words are making me go further away. I cannot be right here. I think I need my own space. Me go further away. Whoa. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So this song, it's called It's Not About You. And I sort of, I don't know. I wrote this a little while ago. It's actually my most recent song that I've written, and it has been a little while ago. Because I thought during this COVID thing, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to write all these songs and be really productive, but I didn't pick up a guitar for about 6 weeks or something. Because yeah, I was doing other things like fishing and painting and all the things, you know? But yeah, It's not about you.
Why do we have to fight? You know I can't sleep when I'm hurting. All it feels like I do is try. We make up and then you're gone again. I'm always one step closer to finding out what's wrong. Oh, what's wrong? Talk about my feelings you don't understand, and so I like it. Yeah, I'm fine and we're all good. It's not about you. Yeah, I trust you and I love you. Oh. It's not about you. It's a human condition. I've got issues and I get worried. Oh, oh, we had a fight. I tried to talk about it. We had a fight and you got angry.
I don't remember the words to my own song. Not quite.
One step closer to finding out what's wrong. Oh, what's wrong? Talk about my feelings you don't understand, and so I like it. Yeah, I'm fine and we're all good. It's not about you. Yeah, I trust you and I love you. Oh. It's not about you. It's a human condition. I've got issues and I get worried. Oh, hey, oh, ooh, oh, da, 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 da.
There we go. Thank you very much. Oh no, I haven't finished.
She hasn't finished yet. Don't worry about that. She's got a couple more songs, but isn't she fantastic, Ella Hartwig? Your own Ella Hartwig, and a brand new song at that. Brand new song at that. What we're going to do now is actually, I want to tell you all that this live stream that the people are seeing out there in the world, the way that our artists make their money is that we get donations from the community and we give them all to the artists. So all the donations that we get, we give to the artists, and we are splitting between Ella Hartwig, of course, and the Barefoot Bells. So over the last 25 weeks, we have given about $18,000 to our community, our musical community in Cairns. So dig deep. Not necessarily you guys here, you don't need to, but out there in internet land, that you will see on your screen, internet people, the donations link. So please dig deep, because you're going to see some more amazing artists as the night progresses. We're going to shoot right now to a local package. I met a very cool local person yesterday. His name is Eric George. I think we're going to love his story. He's hilarious. Here we go. Hello, Eric. Hey everyone, welcome to Cooktown. Here we are with our first really interesting local. His name is
Eric George.
How are you, Eric?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
lovely
good.
day today.
It's a lovely windy day in Cooktown today. Apparently it's windy all the time.
In the season, yes.
the season.
And we wouldn't be without it.
That's right.
Really.
That's
really.
what makes Cooktown. So Eric, where are we? Do you want to tell us what building we're in?
This building is what was the ground floor of the old railway station.
So,
Yep.
so now it's like a museum or an arts and crafts sort of local.
Yes, it's rented from the Shire.
Yeah, okay.
At a very generous rent, I have to say. And the local artists produce their stuff and they can sell it here. So all of the things we see around us, including my books, we have shelf space and we can sell them to visitors and locals.
Well, that's a really good segue, Eric, because I want to talk to this fine man, Eric, about his collateral here, his artistry. So why don't you tell us about that? What have we got here? You might want to pick some up and show the camera. What have we got, Eric?
We've got a range.
So show the camera there. What have we got? Falling into Queensland.
Falling into Queensland, which is a book that is not about Cooktown.
Aha. But it's about Queensland.
I think if you read it, you'll question whether it's not about Cooktown. Put it that way. No, it's an adventure story.
Love
it's
it.
a crime story.
So you're an author.
Oh, yes.
He's an author. What about this one? How to Make Wild, Passionate Love to Your Man.
Well,
Give me a call.
This is a book that every lady needs. She should have this on,
Send me 5.
She should have this on her bedside table.
I'm interested to know about your nom de plume, Eric.
Well, a lot of my books are romances. This is just about half of them, I guess.
Yeah,
And romantic books are sold to ladies.
that's right. We're the buyers.
And ladies won't buy romantic books from males.
Ah,
It's true. It's true.
that's true. So if you're looking for an Eric George novel, you need to be looking for a Jacqueline George novel. And we're going to show these off in a second. How long have you been writing, Eric?
I started in the early 90s.
Okay, so you've been writing for 20-something years.
Nearer to 30. yes.
Fantastic. Well,
And
that's
I've
great.
got about, in hardback, I've got about a dozen books. So, yeah, I think it's about a dozen.
So where else can we find your novels, Eric?
Online.
Online?
Yes, if
What's
you
the
look
website?
for Jacqueline George Writer.
JacquelineGeorgeWriter.com.
No AU,
No.
because
International,
a
baby.
lot of my stuff is sold in the States, of
Fantastic.
course, over Amazon. You can also find me in Amazon.
Well, I cannot wait to pick up a copy of How to Make Wild, Passionate Love to Your Man. So count me in for 5 of those, Eric. It's so great to see you.
You're welcome.
So great to meet you. My name's Roz. This
Thank you very much,
is the
Roz.
Kitchen Sessions. Bye. Waving. My goodness, the people you meet, aren't they fantastic and fabulous? So check out Jacqueline George, Eric George, How to Make Wild, Passionate Love to Your Man. I just want to shout out to Ella. Right behind us, before earlier you would have seen there was a fire coming over the hill, and Ella's mum is a ranger. So Ella's mum is Leah is out there working right now for the community. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Leah. It was a little bit scary this afternoon. We were all going, oh, my gosh, should we be doing this? Blah, blah, blah. The next band who's playing, the next artist who's playing, their sons, their kids are out there and their properties are out there. So I just want you all to keep in mind that we are all safe here in Cooktown. We are all safe in here in Cooktown. Oakey Creek Road, maybe not so safe. However, our thoughts are with you. Our thoughts are with the people out there doing the hard yards. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Ella's mum. Ella's going to play a couple more songs. Give her a clap, everyone. Give her a clap.
So I hope Mum will be watching this next weekend. So. All right, this one's called "When This Will End." It's another quite depressing song, really, but it's about the I think it's the 4th song on my EP. So I've got a CD out. It's out on Spotify and iTunes and all of the internet things, really. If you just look up on the internet, Ella Hartwig, I'm sure you can find something. So this one's "When This Will End."
By myself in my room, I listen to music to drown you out. I hear the stories. Can you relate? Well, you can. You must need some help. I don't know when this will end. Hear my prayer, sing with me. I don't know when this will end. Take my prayer, hear my scream. But I feel better, some reassurance. I am not ill, just slightly insane. But that's okay, it's what they tell you. It'll be alright, I hope so too. When I reach my hand out and scream out loud, it is louder and takes over you. I don't know when this will end. Hear my prayer, sing with me. I don't know when this will end. Take my breath, hear my scream. I don't know when this will end.
Thank you. So yeah, if you listen to that song on the EP, you'll hear, I'm pretty sure you guys will all be familiar with the Black Image Band, the Harrigan brothers. Porky Harrigan, he's like full on shredding some lead guitar in that, so it's like amazing. And on this next song, Staged Reality, in the recording, he is just like I don't even know, it is just crazy. It was whew. This song, Staged Reality, it is the 5th song on my EP, so it's the last one on there. And I think I wrote it when I was about probably 13, so I had no idea what I was doing with all the love and the romance type things, but I think I wrote it about a friend, and I don't know, it was sort of, yeah, one of those little girl things, and yeah, here we go.
Wasn't lost, I was a detail in your movie where the words just kept moving. I was a single thought floating around in all the paper that you put aside for later. Didn't know what we were at, didn't really seem to care till you turned around and said was just a little story. No, it wasn't love, it was a staged reality. All the things we said were just role-playing fantasies. No, it wasn't love, it was a staged reality. Should've known that all you wanted in your life was just to hold it down. Though I never thought that when we faced away from reality, the words would just sound off key. Didn't know what we were at, didn't really seem to care till you turned around and said just a little story. No, it wasn't love, it was a staged reality. All the things we're just role-playing fantasies. No, it wasn't love, it was a staged reality.
Whee! Whoa, there's a microphone there. Thank you very much. Yeah, and also thank you for letting me borrow the guitar, because I sort of borrowed one from a friend and then
Musical
happening
instruments to be
and-
shared. We've got to share our musical instruments. That's what it's all about. Everyone here, I cannot tell you how important it is that our first live audience is actually in Cooktown. It just makes my heart sing. Please give yourselves a round of applause, because there's so much technology goes into this crazy show. You wouldn't know about it. But thank you for being our first real live audience. And please, another round of applause for Ella Hartwig. Isn't she absolutely delicious and divine? You can find her on all the platforms, Spotify. You can find her on Facebook, YouTube. She's fantastic. There's a very, very, very big future ahead of you, Ella Hartwig.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me too. It's been like really cool.
Well, as I said to Beck from the Barefoot Bells, without the artists from the regions, there is no show. There is nothing without the artists from the regions. You guys build the regions, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Love it. So, Ella, just to hang around with me for a second while we go. Well, firstly, I just want to sincerely thank Arts Queensland and Jute Theatre Company for helping us. They gave us a little bit of funding to get our feet, just a little tiny bit, but it got us out the door. It got us into the top pub. It got us in front of you guys. So thank you, Arts Queensland and Jute Theatre Company. Very excited to introduce to you all another segment which we hold dear to our hearts, the Kitchen Sessions, featuring the visual artists, visual artists of your region. So we went and we found Jane Eliza Dennis, who's a bit of a local legend, I'm to understand, is she not? Absolutely a local legend. Her story is quite incredible. So Sam, just give me a nod when you're ready to go with that. So we're going to shoot here on the big screen, which has made me want to do yoga 15 times a day. Nothing like seeing you on the big screen to make you want to run 25 Ks every 3 weeks, right? Anyway, right here, we're going to check out Jane Eliza Dennis, your local legend visual artist. Here we go, Jane. Hey everyone out there, thanks for joining us on the pop-in at the Kitchen Sessions. We are at Nature's Powerhouse in Cooktown, which is the Botanical Gardens, and I'm sitting right next to Cooktown's legendary Jane Dennis. Hey Jane.
Hi. Hi Ross, how are you?
Good. I say that because we went to about 4 or 5 different places today, and everyone was like, you've got to go and meet Jane Dennis. I was like, yeah. Yes. So how are you, Jane? What are you doing?
Good.
What are you up to?
Oh, it's been a busy time, this COVID time.
So what have you been doing in this COVID time, Jane?
Where do I start?
Start wherever you like.
Being an artist and needing a little bit of an extra play time, I was going to do some life drawing, and I hooked up with a few other people who were interested, and we were able to have life drawing classes behind closed doors. And
even with restrictions?
Well, we had only about 4 people.
Okay.
So we could stay away from each other appropriately. So I guess we create our own bubble, our little life bubble. So, and that just, I thought, it's going to last once a month. But everyone kept coming back every week. So we met every Saturday. So that was one of the things I was doing.
Yes.
Personally, I finished my book, which I've been writing for years.
Are you an author as well?
No.
She's not.
It's just taken me 9 years to write this thing. And,
so what have you written?
It's a book called, I think I'm going to call it No Rain Till Christmas, but it's about 3 years of my ex and I. We lived on the Kimberley coast, on the North Kimberley coast, 250 k's from nowhere. No people, no roads, nothing. So town, for me, I used to go every 6 months into town with my art. So I kind of know the isolation thing pretty well.
So
So you wrote a novel or a...
It was going to be, it was all from my journals, but,
Okay.
and it was going to be an illustrated book, but it just got bigger and bigger. So it's a book now. It was meant to be, small.
I just love the people I'm meeting in Cooktown. This woman, who is a renowned visual artist, is probably on the cusp of releasing and producing her own novel, which sounds fascinating. So
Fabulous journey. It was a great journey.
Fabulous journey. I can't wait to read it. So you must tell us so we can tell the rest of the Kitchen Sessions audience. So your work is really identifiable. It's It's so beautifully identifiable. And as soon as I walked into a shop this morning in Cooktown, it was just straight away, it's Jane. So tell us about what this style is or how you developed this style, Jane.
All right, so I am a printmaker by trade. So, and when I was still in the Kimberley, I collect lots of dead things all the time. And this girlfriend of mine who absolutely loves everything Japanese said, have you ever tried this technique, which is, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it properly, but it's like yutaku.
So that's a Japanese style.
Yeah, it's actually translate to fish, gi, taku, which means rubbing. So the old fishermen used to use it to identify species back in the 1850s. So it's a relatively new technique, even in the history of as an art form. So anyway, of course, I started practicing it. There wasn't a lot of information about it, but I'm a printmaker, and it's it wasn't that hard to work it out. It did take several years.
So how long did it take?
It took me, probably feeling comfortable with it, it probably took about 4 years.
Okay. So you've been an artist clearly all your life, but this sort of style has been 4 or 5 years in the making.
Well, it's real fish, and so
What?
yes, it's
I missed
real
that.
fish. It's so you're printing off a real fish.
So you
So
do you live in Cooktown?
That is a fish, yes. And
So walk me through it.
so
You go to the shed, you get your fishing line.
not anymore. I'm a really bad fisherman. I used to be known as the bait girl. I'm good at getting bait, but no. So I big borrow and steal fish from people. I even raid the cans, freezers at the fish shops and stuff. But because what you don't realise that fish are actually. Everyone looks at the colours, but no one actually identifies with the scales on the fins, which is so different. And so again, then it kind of looks like a fossil. It really
totally looks like a
exquisite,
fossil.
Yeah. So it's just like, oh my God.
So you get your fish from somewhere, and then what do you do?
So then I put it down and I paint on it. And
you
then
actually paint on it?
Yes. So I put paint on it, and then I put paper over the top and rub. So, and then you peel it off and you have the print of it. So but for the first couple of years I had to do it at night when there were less flies. And I had can of fly spray just to keep the flies away.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
And so it is. It's gorgeous.
And so you were saying that these smaller ones are very popular. I guess they are easily portable, I guess. But what do you call them?
They're sort of it's a series within my so they're the little sushi collection. So and I have this stamp actually on them besides my fingerprint. Signature is the so that identifies anything with those two stamps is a sushi collection. So, but if I collect it from a friend who has a boat, then they've got a special stamp. So, so you can almost trace where the fish comes from.
Wow!
By the stamps, which are bits of plastic I found on the beach.
That's right.
So, nice. I love recycling.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely. So. You've got a few exhibitions hanging at the moment in Cooktown.
Yes.
So can you tell us about those? And then
sure.
I'd love to hear kind of what's next too, because I know you're coming to the Tanks Art Centre as well in 2021.
Yeah. So at the moment, we've just basically got together with the Razin Mob with Waratah, and she had a whole lot of short courses running via Zoom, which was an interesting experience. And it's very polite. It's very hard.
It's hard.
It's a visual thing too. Anyway, so opening tonight, will be all of those courses. So there was a painting thing with Aaron Meeks.
Aaron Mix.
And Elkie Gabby, she did a sort of paper clay thing. I did the lino cut thing. Fiona did the drum circle thing. And there's lots of things going on. And then I just Ella rang me up and she said, Ella Hartwig rang me up and she's just finished. She's just done a huge body of work for HSC Year 12. And she goes, I want to pop up at exhibition. I said, well, come and join us.
So this is all happening at the gallery in the middle of Cooktown on the main street. What's the name of that gallery?
The Gazelle Gallery.
The Gazelle Gallery, which is on Charlotte Street in Cooktown. And it's opened from yesterday, which is Friday.
Time war.
And it's going to be up for how long?
It's a pop-up exhibition.
Just for the weekend?
Yeah, just for the weekend.
Okay.
So, and Full Circle, the life drawing classes, all the life drawing sessions will be up as well.
Okay.
So we have a bunch
and
of
then
events,
you've got another exhibition next weekend opening?
Yes. So that's a group. That's a traditional exhibition that happens here in Cooktown where there's sort of an annual exhibition.
And so what's happening in 2021 for you, Jane?
So 2021 was COVID was actually also a little bit of a gift of, to have time and space for. I want to break through my gitaku style and own it a lot more than it just being sort of traditional Japanese thing. So time for experimenting.
Breaking free from what you're used to, breaking free from the norm.
Just break free. Just break a few eggs. To get some new work going.
Right. Well, I know that we'll see you and Hannah Parker at the Tanks. I think it's in the middle of next year. We can't wait to see you. We've already had a sneak peek at Hannah's body of work. I think she was having a little play with that stuff. So
I think she's ahead of me.
No, she's not. So we're going to have a little look around the gallery now, and you can be sure to find Jane online. What's your website again, Jane?
So it's Bush Dogs 33 at WordPress. It's actually .wordpress.com. So just Google Jane Eliza Dennis.
Jane Eliza Dennis.
I'm basically the first cab off the rank.
And can you buy your works online?
Yes,
I think you can. Yeah, great.
Yes, I would love to learn a little bit more about how to have that kind of presence because I'm not sure
it's not
working.
Easy. Yeah.
But I don't need it at the moment, obviously.
You're busy.
Yeah.
It is so fantastic to meet an artist who is so busy, especially at the end of such a strange time of our lives and in the world of arts and culture. It has been a pleasure to put a name to the artwork and a face to the artwork because I've seen your stuff everywhere. Thank you for joining us on the Kitchen Sessions.
Thank you, Roz. It's been good.
It's great. Bye.
And that was Jane Eliza Dennis, your local and ours. Give her a clap, everyone. She's an absolute legend. She's doing so much. How amazing that she actually paints on fish. They're actual fish that she catches from the sea and everything. Anyway, fantastic. So, standing next to me is no longer the amazing Ella Hartwig, but we have the equally amazing Barefoot Bells who have been playing in this region and the Queensland region and the Australian region for many, many years. But I won't talk about them because I want them to talk about them. Hello, Beck, and hello, Roz. Hey, we're both Roses. What is that all about? R-O-Z. Hey, it's so great to see these girls. These women are legends in this region, so it's absolute pleasure to stand next to them. So get right up on the mics because I'm going to ask you some questions about your careers. So you two, how did you start first playing music individually and then together? There's two questions. It's a two-part question.
All right. Well, just quickly, I was a bass player in a pub rock cover band for about 4 years before I joined Barefoot Bells. We were bored in Cooktown, lack of live music, lack of venues, lack of entertainment. So we made our own, and Roz jumped on the bass, and Cherie, lovely lady that's sitting over there, was another guitar player and singer in the original Barefoot Bells, which was a girls' acoustic trio. We've evolved a bit since then, just a little bit.
That's what happens. So Roz, what about yourself? Where did you
Way back when I was an apprentice, I wanted to play guitar and I just couldn't do the strumming thing. And this guy that I worked with at the government printing office said, I'll teach you bass. And my manager, my supervisor, and I'm like 15 years old, he's going, your fingers are too long and skinny and not strong enough to play a bass. So this was in Sydney, so I walked from Ultimo to Parlings in George Street and went, I want that one. And it was a red Fender set up on the wall, and I just wanted to prove him wrong.
And my dear, have you not?
Well,
you have definitely proven him wrong.
Where is he, Mr. Castle?
Blow them, I tell you what.
But then I only learnt for a few years, and then I went bush, and I had to sell my guitar. Didn't play again until at the second Wallaby Creek Festival. A little bit drunk, I went, I played the bass when I was young. And Cherie said, next year you'll be playing on stage. We're going to make a girl band. You better get another bass. And that's what happened.
I just want to put a little bit of context around this. Now, Cherie, to all of the people out there watching in internet land and land of Facebook, Cherie is the mum of Yasmindi, and you might have seen Yasmindi perform on this very show two episodes ago. So she's a little champion. And these guys are now, they sometimes play in a band. They sometimes play as a duo.
We haven't played as a duo for a really, really long time.
So this is a new...
Years.
This is a new thing, isn't it? I don't know. This is a new thing, whatever. So it's fantastic. And so tell me about your songwriting. Tell me back what's going on. Tell me about that songwriting process, because I do find songwriting fascinating. I think people who don't do songwrite find it fascinating.
Yeah, some people do. I don't, because it comes natural to me. Thoughts don't come as thoughts. They come as lyrics, and they come in tune, and they come in rhyme or whatever. I just write them down, and at the end of the year I have a full book of sometimes absolute crap, but out of that I extract the good bits and make songs out of them. So it's basically all my thoughts, all my emotions, all my observations, all my everything, every random thought, as crazy and as silly and as obsolete as it should be, they're all there.
And so that then gets distilled into some sort of kind of process, which is the songwriting process.
Yeah, from that, I'll go back through it, read what things that resonate with me a bit more, things that I like, things that I think that other people might connect with. Yeah. Then if there's a certain theme, they all come together and throw a few chords with it. And
you guys have been playing as Barefoot Bells for a long time now, hey?
15.
Oh, that's not 15 years 16. Isn't that long? Good God.
Yes.
You're babies. My band, Women in Docs, have been going for 25 years. We started when we were 4.
It's longer than 15.
Longer than 15. Roz is saying is longer than 15.
Banjo's 15, and we started before you started having
Beck's
babies.
Going, yeah, it's not 15.
I was pregnant when we first started, and as this band, and he's now 15 and nearly a half, so maybe it's 16.
But don't the years fly by when you're having fun and you're making music and you're doing amazing things? And I am so privileged to be standing next to these wonderful women and this fantastic band who have been a part of the fabric of Cooktown for such a long time. Have you been in Cooktown? For how long have you guys been in Cooktown for? 20 years. 20 years?
I was here in the 80s when this was a pretty wild
When was the
place.
80s? I don't even know. When was I 30? I don't know. When was the 80s?
A time ago. And then I left and I came back, and I've been back since 2001.
I reckon Cooktown could get its little grips into you. I reckon it could. You know, myself and Sam and Mick were going, maybe we could just buy a house.
Yeah.
Stay up here.
Yeah.
Maybe we could buy a house. I don't know. Yeah. I want to hear. I'm going to shut up. Everyone, let's hear the Barefoot Bells. They're going to play 3 songs, and then they're going to play another 3 songs. We've got some surprises in the middle for you. Here you go, girls. Let's hear it.
Cheers, Roz. And thanks heaps for having us, because it's a bit of a privilege. We don't get many opportunities like this, so thanks heaps. And thanks to the crew. You guys are like tech heads. We're so not tech heads. We're not tech savvy at all. I have trouble with Facebook.
We need to find a young person to tune the, show me how to use the phone and
so
stuff.
we had a shitload of songs to choose from, and we sort of decided we've got 3 albums over those 15 years that we've produced, and so we thought we'd pick 2 songs from each album. So This is probably one of the first song I ever wrote.
Yeah.
It's called Wasted Space. How vague are you today?
How vague, how vague.
Sitting in the dark, watching the day fade away. And you're pissed with the way
Your day.
your life's a waste and breathing just takes up space. You're wasted, 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 a waste of space. You're wasted, 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 such a waste of space. Misfortunes of your past,
Your past. Your last.
is it blame you lay in negative views come last. Walking by, kicking dirt,
Kick dirt. You'll hurt.
little do you know you're the only one you'll hurt. You're wasted, 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 a waste of space. You're wasted, 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 such a waste of space. You're wasted, 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 wasted space. You're wasted, 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 such a waste. And in keeping with that theme, so that was on the first album. The second album, the first album, again, sorry, Rotha's first song she ever wrote.
We haven't played this for a long time. Yeah, this one's for all the fire signs. Who's a fire sign? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs, this one's for you.
I'm not, I'm Earth. I keep them all grounded.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I got fire burning in my soul. I'm on fire, out of control. I got a fire with endless coals. Just don't know when I'm gonna explode.
Fire, fire, the lady's on fire.
Well, I was born under a fire sign with a burden. I know it's mine most of the time. I seem just fine. Just don't push me over that line. I got fire burning in my soul. I'm on fire, out of control. I got a fire with endless coals. Just don't know when I'm gonna explode.
Fire, fire, the lady's on fire.
I fight the urge every day to yell and scream. Hey, you're in my way, don't be deceived by what I say. I want to abuse you anyway. I got fire burning in my soul. I'm on fire, out of control. I got a fire with endless coals. Just don't know when I'm gonna explode.
body's on fire.
I got fire burning in my soul. I'm on fire, out of control. I got a fire with endless coals. Just don't know when I'm gonna explode. I got a fire burning in my soul. I'm on fire, out of control. I got a fire with endless coals. Just don't know when I'm gonna explode. Fire, fire, I think I'm on fire.
And our thoughts out to our mates and our property friends and family and whoever else we know
Who are
fighting
on
fires
fire.
right now. Can't quite see the smoke, but you can sort of see the glow behind the hills there. So second album number 2, whole new lineup nearly. The only thing that stayed consistent is us two.
We've had a lot of people come and go. We've been through about, I don't know, 14, 15, 16
Oh, we
drummers.
lost count. No shit. There's been like fucking up team. Excuse me.
It's, drummers' girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, a couple of lead guitarists and along the way as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See the way you're walking with that glare in your eyes. Hoping no one noticed, but now it's no surprise. Wherever you were heading, better watch for your guys. Don't you know that people can see through your disguise? Do you really think that they'll believe all your lies? You're the one they're chasing, always looking to find. I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't care.
I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't
I
care.
don't care if you do you care if I do? I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care, no. Someone should have told you that you're wasting your time and the deal with the devil you're willing to sign. I don't know if I could find a reason to lie. 'Cause I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't care.
I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't
I
care.
don't care if you do care if I do? I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care, no. I don't care. Tell me all your secrets, I forgive all your lies. Finish burning bridges and break all your ties. Make sure that you don't let life pass you by. 'Cause I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't care.
I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't
I
care.
don't care if you do you care if I do? I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care, no. Well, I don't care if you do you care if I do?
don't
I don't care if you do you care if I do?
I don't
I don't
care.
care if you do you care if I do? I don't care.
I don't care. I don't
care, no.
Oh, aren't they fantastic? The Barefoot Bells, everyone. Oh, my God, your very own, the Barefoot Bells. That was good. You know what? The sign of amazing artists is the instruments that they play, both beautiful Fender instruments here. And if you're a musician, you know that these guys are playing the top of the line here. Absolutely brilliant. So, These guys are going to play three more songs in a minute, but we have another. Well, I want to talk about the Save Live Music T-shirts that these two lovely ladies are wearing before we go to another locals package. So
Angela,
tell
let me
us
take
what's
this off.
going on here. What's going on with these T-shirts? Because they're damn great, and I want one.
This is an initiative by some friends of ours, that musicians in Victoria that have just been hammered, obviously. Hammered.
Worst of the
Like,
worst
you
of the
know,
worst in
we're pretty
Australia.
damn lucky up here. But yeah, Save Live Music. Check out the Facebook page, and you can buy these shirts. And it's all the money raised goes to the venues that are listed on the back, which are the all over Australia, from Hobart to Brisbane and Adelaide. I don't think there's a Perth venue in there actually, but anyway. So the Go Set have initiated this. They're printing T-shirts. They're raising money to support guys that have got no income and venues that can't open.
It's the truth.
So,
and while we're here, if you are donating, people in Facebook land, please dig deep, donate, because the money goes to the artists who are performing tonight to get them into, get them back into the studio or get them back into, any sort of performative context. So thank you so much for your support.
even if it pays for a set of strings.
Even if it pays for a set of strings, because they're getting more and more expensive by the by. So let's not talk about that. So we are going to talk about our locals. We're going to go back to another beautiful local who Mick and I met yesterday. Her name is Bev. She runs the Historical Centre. It's been a passion of hers for many, many years. So excited for you out there in internet land, in kitchen sessions land, to meet Bev Shea from the Historical Centre. Let's give her a round of applause. Here's Bev.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the people of Cooktown, the cool people of Cooktown. This is actually a new segment that we've just developed. And I'd really like you to meet Bev. Hey, Bev.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Fantastic, Bev. And can you tell us where we are standing in Cooktown, and what building we're standing in Cooktown?
We're in the Cooktown History Centre. It's actually the oldest building on Charlotte Street.
How old is that, Bev?
It was built back in 1875 as the Post and Telegraph Office.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
In the middle of the gold rush?
right at the start.
Right at the start of the gold rush?
Yeah.
So what is in here now?
We have a historical display, which is the history of Cooktown set up in a timeline, and we're also developing an archive of the history of the district. With photos and documents and maps, and we do a lot of research for people, family history, local history and such.
And so this family history, it's completely volunteer run, and you're one of the dedicated volunteers?
I'm the manager of the centre, but I'm also president of the Historical Society.
Fantastic.
This year.
Yep.
And we're all volunteers.
Wow.
We've been going 25 years this year.
Really?
Yes.
Congratulations, and congratulations on such a brilliant display. It was really interesting for my team and I to have a wander around. What's your favourite bit of the display? Do you have a favourite bit? Put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
Sorry.
The whole lot's been.
The whole lot.
Yeah. It's been my life for the last 25 years. So it's
your life and passion. And has history always been your passion, Bev?
Yeah, my husband and I started off the Historical Society back 25 years ago, and he's no longer with us.
Yep.
And I just keep coming.
Fantastic. And how long have you lived in Cooktown, Bev?
32 years.
32 years.
Yes.
Wow. It must be so good to call this place your home.
Oh, I love it. There's no street lights, there's no roundabout. Well, there is a roundabout, sorry. No peak hour traffic. No.
Bev,
we curse when we have to wait for 6 cars.
Bev, it's fantastic to have you here on the kitchen sessions. So wave to everyone out there.
Hi.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
And don't you love Bev Shea? Isn't she beautiful, everyone? That's Bev Shea from your own Historical Centre, Cooktown. You might have seen the dog in the back of the red car. Hey, everyone, this is Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Cameron's our technical assistant. Yo, we're going to drink it. So we've got a very special segment that we have been running for 23 weeks with a friend of ours in Cairns who runs a wine... I don't know what you would call it. Let's a wine distributor. The boys are all looking at each other like maybe it's not working anymore. I don't know. Hello. So what we do is every week, every 2 weeks, we discover a brand new wine, and that is really good for my health, I have to say, because wine is healthy. Wine is healthy. I'm Italian, so it's fine.
The mic's not on, thankful. A beer a day keeps the doctor away? Or maybe
does.
A wine a day. A wine a day?
Keeps the doctor away.
My mates call it a glass of grapes, so it's like eating fruit.
So here we go to Frank at wine time. Here we go with the package.
Hello, Cooktown.
This is Frank D'Angelico from the Wine Tradition.
Hey, Cooktown.
He's actually in
Good
Cairns.
evening.
I know. He's in his... Where are you, darling? In your dressing room?
Well, yeah, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there, but tonight's the night. Tonight's the night at Piccola Cucina,
Si.
and I'm actually out the back in the dressing room. As you can see, there's no expense spared on artwork here.
No artwork. No
It's very
posters.
fancy. I've got my tuxedo hanging up there at the back, and that's about all there is.
So he's about to go and sing an opera in like 30 minutes. So an opera at Piccola Cucina in Cairns. So we had to steal him away for 15 minutes. Give him a clap, everyone. Give him a clap.
Thank you. Thank you,
He's got his
Cooktown.
piece, his work
I've
there.
got my cheat notes. See the highlighted bit there, my bits.
That's right. That's right.
And then I've got my other bits, my handwritten bits. That's see where it goes up. That's where I have to sing a little bit higher.
That's what I do. I sing higher, sing lower.
So you
As you can see, I'm very, very professional.
Here's
at,
Beck. Beck wants to say something, Frank.
I'm just
Hello,
saying,
Beck.
you need a wine then, don't you?
Well, Beck, you're like a mind reader.
Let's talk about wine.
Let's talk about wine. All right, Rosie. Right, let's talk about wine. Okay, Roz, you can sing this line. There was a song by John Cougar Mellencamp called Jack and Diane. Two American kids about Jack and Diane.
Two American kids growing up in the heartland.
Heartland.
Jack is going to be a
You see what I did there?
football star. Diane debutante was in the back seat of Jackie's car. Yeah, the Heartland. Let's talk about the Heartland wine. Give him a clap, ladies and gentlemen. That was great.
See what I did there?
You
In the
It was
Heartland.
bloody awesome.
You see that?
Bloody
All
awesome.
right, so tonight's wine. Hang on. Look, I'm speaking to Roz. I've just got my 10-minute
2
call.
minutes.
Just bloody 10.
Yeah.
10. Thankfully, it's 10. Just hang on. It's Roz. God, bloody opera singers, I tell you.
It's Roz and Roz. It's two
Anyway,
Rozes. It's Roz
It's Roz and
squared.
Roz. Roz and Roz. So Heartland. So we've gone to South Australia. This is the Heartland Spice Trader Shiraz Cabernet. While you're preparing your glass, Rosie, Heartland. So if you got to Adelaide and you drove southeast for about an hour and a bit, headed southeast, you would end up in a place called Langhorne Creek, which is affectionately known as sort of the poorer cousin of the Barossa Valley. But man, they make some good booze down there. So Shiraz Cabernet, blend of the two. And this blend was actually pretty much created and popularised here in Australia. And shut up, Frank, the Cooktown locals are really thirsty. You've got your 10-minute call. Let's have a drink. Salute. Cheers, Cooktown.
Uno, dos, tres, everyone, have a drink.
Cheers. Cheers. Have a taste. Oh, there's no mucking around here.
You know what? It's been sitting in my car for 5 days, but I still love it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's
All right,
very
Rosie.
smooth. It's great with Asian, and it's also great with pasta. So if you're having a pasta meal or a pizza, you can get great pizzas here at the Top Pub.
That's actually what it says on the back label. You read that bit, did you?
Asian
That's
pasta
really...
or pizza. It really covers everything, doesn't it? Whatever you like, just whatever.
It really does. It really, and I think you can get all of those things at Cooktown. I've been to Cooktown a few times. I was very excited last time I was there because with a name like Frank, or my full name's Francesco, right? You don't often get key rings and stuff like that with your name on them, but I actually found a stubby cooler with my name on it.
In Cooktown? We bloody love Cooktown.
We love Cooktown. We love Cooktown.
We love Cooktown. Frank, it's so fantastic that you could join
so
us
good to
just
see
before
you.
your show, your opera
Right.
show at Piccola Cucina in Cairns tonight. Here we are in
Thank
Cooktown.
you. Thanks for having us along. I'm just going to read a little bit more, just to cram a little
more,
bit.
cram it
24
in.
Italian songs and aria. I've learnt 2. I've only got 22 left to learn, and I'm on in 8 minutes. What could
8 and
possibly
8
go
minutes,
wrong?
nothing to worry about. It is
Hang
as
on,
you...
just-
What?
The hardest bit about the whole gig was trying to do up a bloody bow tie.
Can someone
Does
help
anyone-
him with the bow tie?
It's one of those old-fashioned tie-up. I
Stick
might
it
have to
around
go
your
out James
forehead.
Bond style and just...
Stick-
actually,
with
I
it.
like it. We've gone
Stick it
from
around your forehead.
Jack and
Rambo.
Diane to Rambo.
Rambo. Dun,
Rambo.
dun, dun, dun. Everyone, say goodbye to Frank and Cairns. He's about to do
See
a
you,
gig.
Cooktown.
See you, Frank. See
Cheers.
you, bye.
Have a
Everyone,
great
cheers.
time.
Salud.
Ciao, ciao.
Salud.
Ciao. Bye,
Awesome.
Cooktown.
I love you, Frank. Love you. We're going to go back to the Barefoot Bells who don't drink wine, but hey, I do.
There's a first time for everything.
There's
I
a
don't
first
think
time
we don't actually ever drink out of glasses in
Do you
this
get
shape.
Ubers? Do you get Ubers in
Or
Cooktown?
glasses in general.
Do you get
And,
Uber? Is there an Uber in Cooktown to get you guys home? I don't know.
We swig straight out of a bottle. Sorry.
Oh, is there an Uber in Cooktown to get you home?
Or
Can you?
plastic bottles.
Plastic bottles. That's right. That's right. Look, we're going to hear 3 more songs from the Barefoot Bells, and please donate if you're out there, people watching in the internet land, because it all goes to new strings, it goes to recording, it goes to everything, and it's been fantastic to have you with us tonight on the Kitchen Sessions. The Barefoot Bells, Cooktown locals, almost born and bred, you know. Almost born and bred, but they've been here long enough. They are born and bred. They're going to play 3 more songs. Enjoy the Barefoot Bells.
Thank you, Roz. Thank you.
Thanks heaps, Roz. And thanks for the wine. Yeah. You know, like I said, first time for everything, very rare. Like, maybe you've tasted wine before. I don't know if it was red. Could have been white. Don't probably remember. Anyway. So we're on album 2, second song. This one's called She's Lonely. And quick word, are you okay? That domestic violence thing, and it goes both ways, and always keep an eye out for your mates. He's got a strong arm and a fist to match. She takes it like a man and offers it back. She's always getting banned from local water and hose. She takes it like a man, attacks when not provoked. She's lonely, so lonely, lonely. Her last meal ticket was traded for some coins, like amongst the lonely, with the price, of course. Her downward spiral continues to spin, and she's totally delusional and refuses to give in. She is lonely, so lonely, lonely. Yeah, he's got a strong arm and a fist to match, and she takes it like a man, and she offers it back, and her downward spiral continues to spin, and she's totally delusional and refuses to give in. Yeah, you got to check your mates, don't you, Roz?
Yeah.
Yeah, look out for them.
Sometimes you don't know.
Because if they're lonely, they might need your hand. Yeah, so lonely. Lonely.
She doesn't need to be.
Lonely.
She doesn't know you're still there.
Lonely.
Domestic violence is never okay. Check your mates and ask if they're okay.
Roz and I became certified mental health first aid officers.
Have we got any
2 weeks
clients
ago.
here that need us?
And
we thought that might work well. You know, we are called the largest unfenced asylum.
Yeah.
So we thought we might, make another job out of it.
But basically, it's a good skill to have, you know, like you can just help people. It's great. We really miss our bandmates Dave Breeze and Jen Fengler. It's a bit of a challenge to play on our own. So thank you for listening. The fun is in the fantasy. So if you want, let me in. Surrender your affection, change your own direction. It's not about what matters most, or what you think you may have lost. Survival is the driving force, showing me no remorse. Can you tell me how true it is? This is the only way you live. Step by step, don't push too far. It's a love to be bizarre. Another day, breathing in, knowing that you won't always win. The sacrifice you made 2 days, gonna blow the game you play. So all the guilt you feel at once somehow found its way undone. The sacrifice you made 2 days, gonna build the game you play. The sacrifice you made 2 days, gonna win the game you play. The sacrifice you made. Yeah. That was off our last album, a little EP we did recently. We tried to tour it, but then COVID kicked in. And then we had another song we were going to do, but now we might have decided to change that. What do you reckon, Roz? What do you want to play?
Well, we were
Oh,
gonna, you know,
we were doing our
listen,
song list.
We
set
decided
list.
on one, and we've just changed our minds, and we're going to do a different
So
one.
we're going to do something different.
Yeah, why not? How about Only Your Sweat? How about a little bit of sweat?
Yeah, oh, look, that Jacqueline George song got me thinking.
Yeah,
So we're going to do Only Your Sweat.
yeah. This is for few lovers.
Only your sweat can quench my thirst. Only your sweat can quench my thirst. When I see you, my knees turn loose. When I see you, my knees turn loose. Yeah. I want you out of my head. I want you
In my bed.
only real men put their ladies first. Only real men put their ladies first. When I see you, I'm overwhelmed. When I see you, I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. I want you out of my head. I want you
In my bed.
I want you out of my head. I want you in my bed. I want you out of my head. I want you in my bed. Yeah.
Wow, how absolutely fantastic was that? The Barefoot Bells, everybody. Give them a huge round of applause. Aren't they bloody fantastic? I love it. I love Cooktown. I'm moving here. We're moving here. We're going to buy a house and we're all living here and we're all going to have parties and gigs every Friday and Saturday night. How about that? Are we in? Yes, we're in. Yes, fantastic. Come on, everyone, give the girls a round of applause. You can find these girls on, where do we find you? Can we find you on
Oh, we're
Facebook? Are you on Spotify?
What's that?
Who cares? Who cares about that? I don't care, whatever.
Oh no, we'll be.
We are on TikTok in
What's
India, Indonesia.
That's pretty impressive.
Pakistan or somewhere.
Yeah, so
else.
when
I
you're
don't
talking,
know.
so when you're talking to your Optus man on the phone, just tell him to listen to that.
So you're not on Spotify, but you're on TikTok. Yep, that's the way I like it, everyone. That's the way I like
Brazil as well. If you're Brazil, you can find us on TikTok.
Everyone, you can tell how much fun we've had here on the kitchen sessions tonight. It's been an absolute blast. I am absolutely so privileged to be working with the most amazing team, with Sam Gibb here, who's over here on the vision switching, with Mick Allen, who's got the headphones on the audio, our assistant technician, Cameron Allen, of course, Karen Engel, who can't be with us tonight, and we tribute this show to her mother, who passed last week. So Gaynor Aldridge, thank you. We are thinking of you, Gaynor, and we're thinking of you, Karen. We're thinking of you, all of your family, because you can't be with us tonight because you've got other things to do. We love you very, very much. Thank you for coming with us. Live large, Gaynor. You taught us that. Live large. So, thank you so much for coming. Arts Queensland, Jute Theatre Company, thank you so much for allowing us and enabling us to come to Cooktown to unearth and showcase some amazing people, from Ella Hartwig to Jane Dennis, absolutely. Eric Jacqueline George. I don't know what you call that man, Eric. I don't know. I love him. He's fantastic. We've got Bev Shea from the Historical Centre. And, of course, the wonderful Barefoot Bells. And Jane Dennis, Jane Eliza Dennis, absolutely. I think I mentioned her twice, but I love her. I don't care. She can be mentioned 15 times. She's bloody fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. We are the Kitchen Sessions. We also want to thank the wonderful team. I've already mentioned the team here, but I just can't mention them enough. I want to mention the venue. I want to mention the Top Pub. The team here, they've been watching us all day, tinker away. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, your fantastic team. Thank you so much to Frank D'Angelico from the Wine Tradition, who's just popped in from Cairns. Thank you to Paul Barton, who's done all the music stings.
Yeah. I just wanted to thank you, Roz.
Yeah. Thank you, Roz.
For your energy, for your commitment, for your fucking enthusiasm.
I love it that you said fuck.
Excuse
It's
the swearing.
fantastic.
You nearly got through, Beck.
I don't care. Who
You
cares?
nearly got through
It's
it.
the way we speak. If I didn't thank you, I'm sorry for not thanking you, but we have had an absolute ball in Cooktown, and I tell you what, this is not the end of the Kitchen Sessions. We're going to keep getting in that little red car, and we're going to keep driving. Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you, Arts Queensland. Thank you, Jute Theatre Company, for enabling us to come to Cooktown. We love you. Thank you, everyone. Cheers and happy Cooktown. Stay safe. Happy Cooktown. Cheers, everyone.